Industry Voice, the overlooked risk management tool that bridges risk and responsibility. This industry voice is from Jeff Duca, the Chief Underwriting Officer of Environmental at Intact Insurance Specialty Solutions. With deep environmental industry expertise, Jeff leads an underwriting team delivering environmental risk solutions such as pollution liability, environmental premises, and excess liability across diverse industries. Environmental exposures are a front and center concern for contractors, manufacturers, energy providers, and other sectors. Yet environmental insurance remains surprisingly underutilized in many risk management strategies. Often seen as niche or reactive strategy, environmental insurance makes a marked impact when used as a proactive lever for risk mitigation and a forward-looking business strategy. It helps organizations meet compliance standards, demonstrate responsible stewardship, and build resilience in an era of growing environmental scrutiny. Environmental risk is broader than you think. While many associate environmental insurance with large-scale pollution events, the risks it covers are often far more immediate and operational. Some of the most recent claims that underscore this reality. A ruptured oil tank during site excavation led to soil contamination and third-party property damage. A battery leak at a power plant resulted in a costly cleanup and environmental remediation obligations. Mold growth festered for months behind a wall after a contractor's repair inadvertently caused a leak, triggering tenant complaints, health concerns, and liability disputes. These are increasingly common outcomes of routine operations in the construction, energy, and industrial sectors. In many of these scenarios, traditional general liability policies don't offer protection due to broad pollution exclusions. Navigating a volatile regulatory environment. One challenge in managing environmental risk is the evolving patchwork of regulation. State-level environmental laws vary widely. Some, like those in New Jersey and New York, impose stringent liability expectations, while others remain loosely enforced. Meanwhile, federal oversight has oscillated with political leadership. Upcoming restrictions on water quality standards were poised to reshape environmental compliance until recent administrative reversals stalled their implementation. This volatility poses quite an obstacle. Companies and their insurance brokers can't rely on static rules. They need flexible tools that adapt to tightening standards and rising expectations. Structured with foresight, environmental insurance offers a critical layer of protection, bridging the gap between today's known environmental exposures and the fast-emerging risks organizations must prepare for. Can you answer these environmental questions? As organizations embed environment-focused strategy into core decision-making, environmental insurance aligns intention and action. Consider the following. Does your company have a plan for mitigating operational pollution risk? Can you quantify how quickly you could respond to a spill, leak, or contamination event? Are your subcontractors properly insured so environmental liabilities don't become your responsibility? Stakeholders, from investors to local communities, expect clear answers to these questions. Insurance can't eliminate the risk, but it can show foresight, accountability, and a commitment to doing the right thing when the unexpected happens. What some brokers might overlook. In this landscape, insurance brokers play an indispensable role. They're strategic advisors helping businesses navigate a growing legal, contractual, and reputational risk ecosystem. However, many brokers without deep experience in environmental coverage still underestimate its importance and complexity. Many brokers default to one-size-fits-all policies and overlook key exposures like transportation pollution. Some also miss when a contractor's pollution liability (CPL) form, designed specifically for job site-related exposures, may not be the best fit. In certain cases, site-specific pollution coverage provides more appropriate protection. In doing so, they could inadvertently leave their clients exposed. This is where the value of partnering with an insurance carrier specializing in environmental risk becomes clear. What to look for in an environmental insurance partner. As environmental risks grow more complex, you need insurance partners that can do more than quote a policy. The right partner will bring technical expertise and strategic alignment to support your objectives and operational resilience. Whether you're placing coverage for a construction site, a remediation project, or long-term property holdings, Consider the following attributes: responsiveness throughout the life cycle. Environmental risk doesn't start and stop at the time of a quote. Look for a carrier that prioritizes responsiveness throughout placement, servicing, policy changes, and claims. Timely support is critical when navigating complex regulatory or cleanup scenarios. Custom coverage, not one size fits all. Every site, project, and client carries a unique risk profile. Your insurance policy should reflect that. The best partners customize coverage to meet your operational needs and comply with the requirements set by clients, lenders, or regulators. In-house environmental expertise. Environmental claims can be technical, time-sensitive, and heavily regulated. Insurance carriers with in-house environmental claims specialists and risk consultants can resolve issues more quickly and ensure the coverage responds the way it was meant to. Consistent service for all policy sizes. Look for insurers who prioritize small and mid-sized environmental policies and treat even modest exposures with the same strategic care. Long-term commitment. The environmental insurance space has seen a rise in managing general agent MGAs and niche players, some of which may lack long-term staying power. A strong partner will have the financial backing and stability to remain with you through regulatory changes, emerging risks, and multi-year projects. Education. Your partner should help you stay informed. Education is critical, especially in a coverage area that remains widely misunderstood. This includes policy training, form walkthroughs, and insights on regulatory pressures. Leverage environmental insurance as an essential tool. Environmental insurance will never replace good stewardship or sustainable design, but it can reinforce both. It fills critical gaps, signals operational maturity, and prepares businesses for an increasingly complex and accountability-driven future. If you're looking to upgrade your regulatory posture, it's time to stop thinking of environmental insurance as a reactive product and start seeing it as a proactive tool for environmental leadership.